in life sometimes our subconscious calls us back to fearing the things that could go wrong. Welcome to the Millionaire Success Habits Podcast. All success starts right here. Today, I want to share a really important lesson. And again, I'm looking through the eyes of my children watching these someday. When you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're wondering how to get through an obstacle, whether that's the end of a relationship or the end of a job or the end of a business or the transitioning from one to another or starting anew. In life sometimes, our subconscious calls us back to fearing the things that could go wrong. Right? Your business doesn't work anymore and you start thinking of all the things I'm going to get made fun of. I won't have the money. I'll get thrown out of my house. I'll be a disappointment to my family, my dad, my mom, my friends. The relationship doesn't work, and instead of thinking how you could both grow from it, which seems wonderful, you start thinking, I'm going to be alone forever. Why can't relationships work for me? Am I not lovable? Like, our brains wants to focus on what could go wrong, what did wrong, and obsess on it. And 100 out of 100 times, it doesn't serve us. So in this special training, I want to talk about the power of having a compelling future written down and how to sell yourself on that every day. Now, there's a million ways to approach this. I want you to use this all the time. Yes, in time of struggle. Yes, in time of confusion. When you have confusion, this is an incredible tool, but something that I want to insert into your life all the time, because the more these can become a habit, the more that you approach each thing like this, the less complex life gets. I'm 50 when I'm recording this. Again, if Brianna, Brody, or future children, if you're watching this right now, it took me a long time to get to this place, and it didn't happen overnight. I've been learning through trial and error for all these years. Had my own business since I was 17 years old, and it failed miserably, and sleepless nights and all those things. So these are things I wish someone gave me, and I'm glad to give them to you. So a compelling future, when things go wrong or it's not going in the direction you want, it could be going through college and it feels so heavy you don't know what to do. While you're going through college, your boyfriend is a jerk and all these things, and it seems so heavy. What happens is we're not focusing on a compelling future. A compelling future, a bigger future, a better future. We don't have our sights on anything. We feel this uneasiness or this depression or this sadness or this overwhelm because we're seeing all the things that didn't go right. And there's no clarity. And our brain doesn't even want to focus on what could go right or a bigger or more compelling future. So this is the part you have to train your brain. When all the confusion's there and things are going wrong, that's the time that we have to sit down and go, okay, the shit hit the fan. It didn't go right. I'm not that happy. I'm overwhelmed. I'm depressed. I'm stressed, whatever it is. But let me park that for a second and let me just decide what it is I really want. Because one of the biggest things to freak yourself out, one of the biggest things that will cause you worry is not really knowing where you want to go. You're just kind of like, you just don't want this pain, but you don't know where you want to go. And that's the time you have to get uneasy. That's the time you have to force yourself to say, okay, this sucks right now. I don't feel the best. I don't want to hear my dad's positive affirmations. I don't want to be motivated by anybody. I don't want to go to an event, but I'm still going to park this and I'm just going to pretend for a minute it's 1 year from today. And actually things turned around. This relationship went bad, but I found a better version of me and I'm happy being alone. Or I found and discovered what I really wanted out of a relationship and I found the perfect person. Or I decided that business I started, I had no heart in it, but this is the business I'm going to be in and I'm going to make it work, or I'm going to turn this company around, or I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. What is the compelling future? We need something to go towards. We need a beacon of light. We need like the light towers, right? The light towers that are all over in the foggy areas to show you where the rock is. Those light towers are there for a couple of reasons: to show you where you shouldn't go or to show ships where you should. Those lights bring in the ships when there's clouds and fog. Well, we need our beacon of light, and that's our compelling future. So when the shit hit the fan, when things aren't going right, if you focus on all the things that didn't go right and you think you want something, it's just overwhelmed. But if you could take a moment of time and say, okay, I'm just going to put that aside a minute. If everything could go right, this is where I'd be in a year from now. That's my beacon of light that I'm going to head towards. And you write down how you'd feel, what relationship you'd be in, how much money you're making, all the different things you could write down, that whatever's bugging you. And you take a moment and give yourself a break, write down your compelling future, and then this is the important part. This is why New Year's resolutions get bad names, is because people write New Year's resolutions once a year and they never look at them, and a year later they wonder why they didn't happen. How often do you have to look at a goal? As often as you need to, so the goal becomes your reality. So once you decide what your compelling future is, and you write it down, even if you feel like crap, you write it down, then you have to look at it every day. And if you're watching this right now and you're going through a rough time, it's hard to look at. You're like, I'm reading this, but this can't work for me. Believe me, I felt that a million times. I felt that way when businesses failed. And I'm like, there's no way I can get out of this. I don't have the money. But I was able to muster up where I wanted to go. And some days I couldn't even look at it. I'm like, that'll never happen for me. But I forced myself to look at it. And then other days I'd find a way. And then it was like it would slowly break through. Like one day I'd look at it and go, that's never going to happen for me. The next day I'd be like, well, maybe it could. And maybe a third day, I'm like, it's happening for me no matter what. I'm getting there. I'm getting out of this crap and I'm getting to where I want to go. But maybe day 4, I'm back to thinking maybe it won't. But if I look at that every single day, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months, there's a day when there's no other option except that compelling future. There's a day when I know all the crap happened for me, not to me, as Tony Robbins, my dear friend, loves to say, and it makes so much sense. There's a day that I know I'm going to achieve that goal no matter what, and there's nothing going to stand in my way. But it only happens because at the moment of going through worry, I took the time to craft a compelling future, and then I obsessed enough to look at it over and over until I believed it, until my subconscious believed it, until my soul believed it, and I lived it into life. There's not many things that I've ever written down in my life or obsessed on that didn't become a reality, including having you wonderful children in my life. And whoever you are watching, sorry, this is personal, but these are the things that will move the needle in your life. These are the things I obsessed on. You think I'm going to just share anything with my children? These are the things that can really impact your life. So I appreciate you guys being here. That's the lesson. Compelling future, sell yourself daily, keep focusing on it until it becomes a part of your cells, and watch how life will exponentially grow. The sooner you put this in play, the better and the bigger the results you'll get. If you'd love to see a special in-depth training, 2-hour training with my dear friend Tony Robbins and I on something that could blow your mind, how you could share what you know, share your impact, share your strategy, share your knowledge, share your skills, make an impact on other people, and actually get paid to do it. It's unlike anything you could ever imagine. In fact, just go to deanstraining.com. That's deanstraining.com. Register for the free 2-hour training. It will blow your mind. And join me here week after week as I share the lessons to show you how to reach that next level of life. All right, thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of this behind the scenes lessons for my kids, but they're lessons for everyone. They're lessons for your children. They're lessons for the world. And remember, all success starts right here. What's up? What's up? Hey, before you go, you need to watch these next few videos. They're absolute game changers. Hurry up and click right over here and watch them, and I'll see you there.